Okay, good morning, guys. This is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching. Just real quick before we get started, I need to post this picture up. It will take me just a second. There we go. If you will take a moment to read that. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You can lose your ass day trading, etc., etc. Let's get rolling. Okay, so one of the things that I see people, if they're struggling with using the algos, is like, well, how do I use the algos? How do I know when to take a trade, right? So you got to remember two things. The idea is that you don't have to trade a million times a day to make money, right? So let's start with a basic concept. I'm going to use a hard day, Friday, right? And so there's a very simple concept, okay? If you had a swing over here, right? If this is your swing and you come in and you look on the day, if your swing is over here and you don't break that swing and it comes up and makes a higher low, right? And then comes back, you should be drawing 50, 60 retraces on all of this, because if you don't lose that 50, 60 retrace, right? Go from here to here. Go from here to here, right? And keep dragging them up. If you don't ever lose that 50, 60 retrace as you're pulling up through the day, and I'm not talking about the minor breaks like this. I'm talking that's your low heading into London, right? This is your low right here after London. That's your swing low. If you don't lose that 50, 60 retrace, you're still in an overall buyer's market. Okay, so you should stop and just practice that, right? I'm going to go, hey, here's my swing from the AM. Here's the afternoon, right? I can draw it from here, up, and draw it over here, up, can draw it over here, up. Buyers are in total control. So that's the first thing. Just go through randomly on your chart, right? So let's find a down day. Okay, here's a down day. We were trend day down, right? See how we broke in the afternoon? So just some simple ideas, right? First thing I want to see is one of these swings broken, right? And when I say broken, I mean broken like that, right? And once you've broken it, so first of all, if you see this, right, you have an impulse move. Sellers are in control, right? We've cleared that whole area. Now we've come down into support, right? So if they've cleared that whole area, right, you come back and you go, okay, well, I don't have to guess or even imagine where they're going to reverse this at all until I break this little swing right here. Now, once I've broken this swing, right, the first thing you should be doing is this. Come up here, grab your 50, 60 retrace. Okay, there's your 50, 60 retrace. Right, and you'll notice that unless you break that 62 retrace from this low, buyers are now in control. So I can go through, it's not just recently, I can go through anywhere and do this thought exercise, right? So if I look over here, right, see how I have, so if you look over here, you would go, okay, Simon, we broke the swing, right? So this is at 2 in the morning. There's the swing high. This is still okay, meaning this area right here. This is still okay, but once I get down here, I know I've broken the swing. So the first thing I'm going to do is go, hey, where does this change? This happened to be a half day, right? Well, the landscape changed right there, or really right here, and I can start drawing my 50, 60s back. It can trade a little bit behind the 62 retrace, but that tells me that the market has changed. So you should be able to do this exercise, this thought exercise, anywhere along the way, right? So like here, if I look at this, right, I come in and I go, okay, I'm coming into London. There is my low. I'm going to draw my 50, 60 back. And I generally know I should come out of that 62 retrace. By the time I get over here at 2 in the morning, I've come down. So when I look at this, I go, oh, we've broken the swing right here, right? So I'm going to start drawing up like this, right? And I don't have to be nitty gritty, but by the time I get back here, I go, oh, I'm on pause. Now, sometimes will it be 100% retrace and go? Sure. But you can just wait. Now that it's gotten over here, I can draw it again. Okay, I expect a response out of the 62 retrace. Right? If you don't understand that basic concept, right, you're going to have a hard time with trading overall. It's just easy. Break a swing to the upside, and the momentum has changed. That's as easy as it gets. So when I see this, that's an impulse move down. So the first thing I'm looking at as this comes down is I go, I've got to break a swing. I haven't done that yet. In all of this, I haven't broken a swing. Now I have, right? Down, 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 swing broken. Okay? 50, 60 retrace. So notice, in this 50, 60 retrace, right? Once I get some distance, I would say here, I'd go, oh, it's broken again. Okay? I'm going to wait again. Here's 1800. Here's my swing to the left that got broken, right? And draw it again. If you don't do this, you're going to have a very, very, very hard time figuring out the market. Okay? So that's my first exercise. Anybody should be able to go in and look at that and do that exercise. Go, we've broken the swing. Now, why is that important? Because once you've broken, so everybody and their brother wants this move right here, right? But if you look, once the swings are broken, so now I'm going to focus on two bars, orange bars and blue bars. And we're just going to use the 618 because I don't know what happens, right? So if I look at 618, right, and I go, okay, I've broken the swing right over here. It's clearly broken, right? And then what I want to focus on, so I'm just going to focus on one thing to make it easy. And you should be doing this whether you're trading. To me, all these algos meet simultaneously in my head, right? But we're going to break it down to two things, orange bars and blue bars. That's what we're going to trade, orange bars and blue bars. And we're going to ask one very simple question when we start so that you get an understanding, right? So we're going to erase these lines, and we're going to jump through multiple different types of trading days, okay? If I break these lines, right, I go, okay, I've broken the swing. Here's my last swing down. If you want to use the last swing, if you want to use the clear swing, it's kind of over here. But either way, you can say, okay, I've broken the swing. And the first thing I want to do is go through and go, okay, if I took each orange and blue bar, right, if I took each orange and blue bar, what would happen? So if I break the swing, I want it to pull back, and then I want to take the orange and blue bars. I need a pullback first, right? So I pull back, and how many bars do I want it to pull back? So pull back, orange bar. It's all the way in the top of the channel. It's at the 200. Everyone knows I would not take that, but I'm just doing a thought experiment at this point. Orange bar on the turn. Orange bar on the turn. Blue bar on the turn. There's my first stop. So in this series over here, Asia, right, I ended up with 1, 2, 3 potentially profitable trades. Now what do I mean by that? Did that catch the whole swing and move it all the way up, and if I bought one contract it moved 1,000,000 points? No, it does not mean that. What it means is I was able to enter this trade and get 2 to 3 points. This is ES, right, or more on each of these trades, right? Like this trade over here, all the way up here. I'm sorry, this one right here. Moved from 52 to 57. That's 5 ES points. Now, I'm a scalper. I'm a day trader. Right now, if I'm a swing trader, I have different requirements, right? So first of all, know who you are as a trader, because, and I can flip back and forth between the two of them because I've been doing this for 30 years, right? I can go, I'm looking for a swing, like here. See this? From the swing to the top of the swing, that's right in the 62 retrace, and I get a blue bar up right over there. That, to me, that is swing territory. Now, yeah, everyone wants that, but most people aren't patient enough to look from the break at what's basically 5, 6 in the evening my time until 10 hours later when you get that 62 retrace, right? To me, I want to pick up these little pieces along the way, and then I shift gears over here and go, oh, that's blue bar, yellow dot, star down, and I'm going to push that, right? So we're focused on blue and orange on the turn. So this is your first stop, and then this, for me, is your home run right there at the 62 retrace. But if you continue to watch, we've still held this overall 62 retrace, right? This is another scalp. This is another scalp. Remember, I'm throwing out the green bars here, right? I'm throwing out the green bars. I'm looking at the blue and orange. So here's another impulse move, right? First thing I would do is draw the structure on it again, right? Now I'm looking for the blue and green bars on the turn. Now, someone could say, hey, Simon, in this process, we just didn't get a blue or orange bar for me to trade on the turn. And I'd go, you know what? You're 100% correct. The only place you got that was right here. But guess what? If you waited for it, it's at 1 o'clock, and this may have been a Fed day. It's Wednesday. Sure looks like it. But either way, I don't know that it was a Fed day. It was 6:18. There's your blue bar, and there's your profitable trade for the day. That's your, the prayer. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. Right? Now, if you came along and you said, okay, Simon, great. I broke the swing. I'm still within the 50-60 structure. Over here, I came a little bit behind it, but I've recovered. What if I took the green and blue bars over here? And I really think this is Fed day here, but it's fine. No problem. Here's your trade, stop. Right now I can complicate it and talk about the trap back in, but you just didn't get it there. And then if you look over here to the right, here's the breakdown. So now I need a break in the swing. I've got it here. Now I am looking for, blue and orange. Remember, in this thought process, I'm only looking for one example, which is blue and orange. I'm trying to train my brain, right, for blue and orange. Now, I get my blue all the way over here, but I've clearly broken down again. I need a break of a swing. So I'm just waiting. Okay, I've broken a swing. All right, broken a swing. Don't get any blue or orange, right? So remember, I'm waiting. I have not broken a swing. Now I've broken a swing, looking for a blue or orange. That's my orange right there. 7 o'clock in the morning, right? Broke a swing, retraced, orange. That's my trade. Now I've broken down. I need a new break of a swing. I would say at this point you've broken the swing. I need a blue or an orange. There you go. I'm just going to keep doing this all day long, right? It may be boring to you, right? I've broken a swing. Clearly, over here in Asia, broken a swing, pull back, orange, right? See how I'm focusing on, I'm going to make this wider because I can see it looks a little bit small. See how I'm focusing on one basic concept here when I'm training my brain. Now, I may sit here for hours and hours and my eyes may burn out, right? And what I'll do over time is I'll add pieces, right? So I've broken a swing, right? And I'm looking for blue or orange. Now you can see, right? You can sit here for an awfully long time. Now see, this is an impulse move lower. I'm waiting for a break of a swing without breaking the lower swing. So I'm just waiting here. I'm not doing anything. I've broken the swing. Now I'm looking for blue or orange. Now look, here I get orange bar stuffed, right? Now you've got to ask, hey, that looked like a good trade. Do I add that to my repertoire or not? So you note it, you take a picture of it, and go, do I find that again in the mix, right? This is a 50-60 retrace, right? But even if you don't, right, look, blue on the turn, blue on the turn. You've been paid 2 times, right? This is about 2 to 5 points. This is about 10 points. Okay, that's a lot of money. At least it is to me. I don't know about you. Oh, I've broken down. I'm not going to do anything. Now I've broken the swing. Now I'm looking for blue or orange on the turn. There's my blue. You're just going to have to know to take that trap back in if it nicks you by an inch, right? Was it profitable? Yes. Did it give you a hard time running it? Yes. You had to hold the low of this. You had to know that it just nicked out that low. It was like less than a point, right? Oh, it looks like it nicked it out a second time. So the answer is it wasn't very profitable there. 1357, right? Now I'm going to show you something. I'm going to add a piece now, right? And the piece I'm going to add is once I've broken the swing, if you'll notice when you get the star down stuffed, right? After you've broken the swing, look how far it goes. So now we're going to go back. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add one trade. Orange, blue, or star stuffed. Right, so now come back with me over the last couple of days. Okay, we'll just start, I don't know, here on Friday. Okay, so here we are. And we're going to do the same thing. Orange bars, so we impulse moved. I'm looking for orange, right, as it retraces. And star stuffed, meaning one bar star stuffed. So here's orange. Now, I would say, if I drew this, that's still just behind my 62 retrace. I'm probably still looking. I'm just adding one trade to this mix. Star stuffed. And keep coming across. Orange bars, blue bars, or star stuffed. Now here, once I've broken this low, now I'm going to say, oh, now I need a swing break. I've got the swing break right here. Clearly broke the swing. So now I'm looking for orange, blue, or star stuffed. Star stuffed. Star stuffed. Still good, right? I have a big 50-60 retrace over here. Blue. See, now I'm slowly adding trades. Star stuffed. Right? And if you go, well, we've broken down. If you go, well, we've broken down, we haven't. Go back to 9 o'clock. Here's your 50-60 retrace, right? You're right in your 60 retrace, blue, star stuffed, star stuffed. Now, did they go 1,000,000 points? No, and I don't care, right? Each of these was enough to pay for my entire day. Now, clearly I've broken behind the 62 retrace. If it had fired right here, I might have taken it, but it's over now. So I'm gonna wait. I've broken the swing. So I've broken my swing here. I'm back to looking for orange, blue, or star stuffed. Orange. Did I get paid $1 million on it? No. Did I probably get stopped on it? Probably. Right? You want to know why I probably got stopped? Because now I complicated it. I go, oh, star stuffed, orange bar, yellow dot, that thing's going to fly, and it's going to stop me. Right? Now remember, got to do my little trick here. Just come over here. I've broken the swing. I'm just going to use my 50-60. No complicated technical analysis here, right? There's my swing high, right? So here's what I took. Orange bar, star stuffed, orange bar, yellow. Again, if I try to knock it out for the home run there, I didn't make any money. But this is a move from roughly 60-25 to 60-35. Now, I don't know about you, but 10 points on ES is pretty good eating to me, right? And then if you look down here, we're retesting the low of this supernova structure. You got to be kind of brave to take that with 15 minutes left to go, and I would not have taken that, right? So now we start off the day again. We gap down, right? We clearly break the swing, push up, star stuffed. That's in Asia. The odds that you got that were 0. This is all the first few seconds of that gap down, right? But if you look again, push, swing. This is roughly a 50-60 retrace. Star stuffed, star stuffed. And this is all on one time frame. This is just a 6 tick, right? So now I'm looking again. Orange bar, and guys, give me just 1 second. And then as I come through, and I'm going to have to cut this short because my wife needs my help. I'm going to come through, I'm looking, I'm still haven't broken any major swings, right? Star stuffed. And that's it. I don't get any orange or blue on the turn. Okay, if you want to look finally at 4 in the morning, you get a stop here. Blue bar up there. We're still trending up. We're above the 200. You can see when we're there, star stuffed. Star stuffed. Notice that we break down. There's the blue bar right there. You still can squeeze out of that at 10 a.m. We're still within the 50-60. And I don't get any trades in here. Then we clearly break down. You need a new break of the swing. I'm going to do one more swing. Okay, we clearly broke the swing at 1900. Star stuffed. Star stuffed. Star stuffed. Orange bar up. This is at 8 o'clock. Blue bar up. That's a stop right there. And I would have taken that. You just have to know to take the trap back in on that. That's right at midnight. It's a hard time to trade, right? You break down again, right? Clearly break the swing. No entry, no entry. Star stuffed. That's good for a scalp. Broken down again. Right, again, you'll notice that trap at the bottom. You just have to know how to look at that, right? As you come back in again, up. Blue bar up, gets you paid at 842, right? Big clue there is we're above the 200 as well. Star stuffed. I'm not making these up. I'm just scrolling along as they come along. Star stuffed, orange bar up, right? I'd probably get clipped on this orange bar up right here because I'm going to try and push that. Star stuffed. But I can see that star orange. A lot of times that flies, so I'm going to try and press it. Star stuffed, and let me tell you, if I don't catch it, the clue there is it's broken below the 200. We've retraced now. I'm waiting. Multiple swings have been broken. Now I'm just waiting, right? I know some of these trades work. Now I'm going to go swing broken, right? Star stuffed. That's the end of the day. No one would have taken that. Then you're back in Asia, swing broken, and you're right back to the same profile. And if you just go and apply that, right? Here's Friday, right? Just do the thought experiment. Make that work. And then go, which algos am I willing to trade? Like on Friday, had I been around and I already gave up because we were slowly grinding, right? That's the trade I thought we should have taken. Why? Well, first of all, we're making higher highs, higher lows. There's a swing low from that session, right into the 50-60. And if you look at the setups, right, and you go through there, that was about, oh, there was your second candidate right there, still within the 50-60. Yellow dot up, that was 10 minutes to go. Yeah, I was nowhere around to take that, and I wouldn't have taken it that late in the day even if I'd seen it. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions or would like information about the room, trade and perform at gmail.com. TRADE, the letter N.